Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to discuss about the oxidative phosphorylation, that is electron transport chain. This electron transport chain is made up of different metal protein complexes, that is ferrous sulfate associated with protein embedded inside the inner mitochondrial membrane. This particular electron transport chain is made up of 4 complexes. Complex number 1, complex number 2, complex number 3 and complex number 4, as you can see in the diagram. Along with these 4 complexes, there is one more complex is present, that is called as ATP synthase complex. This complex is very important for the synthesis of ATP, as name itself suggesting that it is in ATP synthase. It is also called as F0 F1 particle. F0 part is embedded inside the inner mitochondrial membrane and F1 part is protruding outside towards mitochondrial matrix. Let me tell you again the exact position of the electron transport chain inside the mitochondria. That it is embedded inside the inner mitochondrial membrane. And this diagram is simply a magnification of that location for the simplification of today's presentation. Let me tell you again that the name of complex number 1 is called as NADH reductase. The name of complex number 2 is succinate dehydrogenase. You might have heard this particular name during the explanation of Krebs cycle. This is the connecting link between the Krebs cycle and electron transport chain in actual manner. The name of third complex is the cytochrome C reductase. The name of fourth complex is cytochrome oxidase. The cofactor of this cytochrome oxidase complex is copper. Now, there are 2 assisting complexes are also present inside the electron transport chain. That is the coenzyme quinone, which is present embedded inside the inner mitochondrial membrane, and cytochrome C. Cytochrome C can change its position from one complex to another. Here, during the process of electron transport chain, the NADH, which is coming from Krebs cycle and other pathways, get converted into NAD, and in this reaction 2 electrons are released. These electrons are transferred to the coenzyme quinone. Coenzyme quinone transferred that electron to the complex number 3. Complex number 3 transferred that electron to cytochrome C. And finally, cytochrome C transferred that electron to the cytochrome oxidase, which is complex number 4. At the end of all the transport, the half of oxygen along with hydrogen combines with each other to form water. For this reaction, there is a requirement of electron that are coming with the help of electron transport chain. Here there is development of metabolic water with the help of terminal oxidation process. In this way, oxygen is required by the body, every living system at this particular point. So this oxygen what we are using here in the electron transport chain during terminal oxidation, coming with the help of our breathing process. So every living organism that do breathe uses oxygen for breathing. That oxygen is now here using by the electron transport chain for the terminal oxidation process. So whenever someone asks you the exact function of oxygen that we are taking inside during breathing process, tell them that that oxygen ultimately utilized by the terminal oxidation process in electron transport chain. Meanwhile, during the transport of electron from one complex to another, the complexes, out of 4 complexes, 3 complexes work like a proton pump, and first and third complex pumps 4 proton respectively from matrix to the inner mitochondrial space, and 2 electrons are pumped by the complex number 4 from mitochondrial matrix to the inner mitochondrial space. Due to this process, in the inner mitochondrial space, there is development of proton gradient. It means that the concentration or the amount of number of proton increases in the inner mitochondrial space and the number of proton decreases in the mitochondrial matrix. So huge gradient is created in the inner mitochondrial space. The inner mitochondrial membrane initially is impermeable to the charged ion. It is not permeable for protons. So only one way left for the exit of proton from inner mitochondrial space to the entry inside the matrix is ATP synthase complex. When 4 protons comes from inner mitochondrial space to the matrix of mitochondria, there is synthesis of 1 ATP with the help of adenosine triphosphate and inorganic phosphate. In this way, oxidative phosphorylation is carried out. So, the path of electron actually does the whole thing. That's why this system is called as electron transport system. Now, one thing that you must remember here, that this system is very efficient system, and only because of this system the glucose molecule can produce 38 ATPs. This is part of aerobic respiration where oxygen is required. Thank you so much.